I'm Eric Loy, and welcome to Eric Loy Interviews. On this podcast, we talk with folks from the VTuber community on their channels, their talents, their stories, where they come from, and their plans for the future. We are joined by Lily, or Hampter of all Hamster. Hi. Thank you so much for coming on. I do appreciate it.
Thank you for the opportunity.
Well, I appreciate unfortunately, we've had to move things around a little bit, and,
Yes.
and thank you for being understanding with that.
Of course. I try to be very flexible with my scheduling,
Yeah.
so
Stupid life
I
getting in the way.
understand that.
Stupid life getting in the way all the time.
Heck in life.
Yeah. So, what brings you to VTubing?
I always watched Geese and New Eye and Iron Mouse back in 2018-ish. So they were my first influencers into VTubing.
Mhm.
And then I myself liked making OCs. So that's what brought me into it.
Mhm.
And then I watched a bunch of Zentria's stuff.
Mhm.
So that pushed me more into VTubing itself.
Yeah, well, you talk about a couple folks who have overcome some things to get where they are, and it's certainly role models in a lot of different ways in this sort of thing. When you decided you were going to do this, did you have a set persona you wanted to do, or how you wanted to present yourself, or was it hey, let's just get the microphone and go?
Actually started as a flash tuber or
Uh-oh.
the cam to like face cam before, but most of the stuff is now wiped after I became the PNG and then the VTuber. So I kind of went. This is when VTubing just started, so everyone was using 3D, mostly like VRuns. So I was gathering information on how to make it myself, maybe, or get someone to either help me with that.
Yeah. So you were kind of learning as you go.
Yes.
Yeah. You should kind of say that in some of your intros that I've read that you're kind of a self-taught artist.
Yes.
So can you explain that for me?
I used to play this game called Gaia Online, and I kind of copied the art style of their little chibis into drawing into that. So it's like a chibi-ish style of art. I can't draw hands, so hands are not my criteria. So I do little nubs instead. So I can draw little chibis, which I am planning to somewhere this year maybe do a little model for myself.
Oh, cool. Very cool. And would you take commissions on something like that?
I am not too sure yet.
Yeah. So
we will see. We will see how it goes.
So make sure and bug Lily as much as possible, so that they end up doing it.
Thank you.
With that and being self-taught, is it tough to gain confidence enough to show other people what you're doing?
Yes. Yes, it is.
Getting started and getting on your own schedule and you're hitting your own goals. I mean, did you really have any goals starting off, or did you want to just try and see what it was all about?
I had the little silly dream of like becoming famous. I always loved singing, acting, so that was becoming a VTuber, a content creator, was part of that, silly little dream, which I'm really grateful for. For scheduling, it was a bit hard. I never had a real schedule before until probably 2021, maybe.
Yeah, and but you were just going whenever you felt like it at that point.
Yeah.
Now, and once you kind of got into it a little more, you're like, well, I'm going to have to get some type of regular schedule in order to get the audience built up.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So I just kind of figured out like oh which time zone works with everyone. Because my in my community I have like a bunch of people from different time zones, so I kind of like marked down which was the best time zone for everyone to come by as much.
Oh yeah. Well, the time zone thing can be really a mess up in certain instances. And I've talked with folks from other countries and folks that are as many as 17 hours ahead of me, which is nuts. Trying to figure
And it
things out, but then you think of, boy, how tough must it be to schedule and try to get as many people as possible in
yeah,
for it. So once you kind of started getting that together, were you more comfortable with scheduling at that point?
yes.
Mm. And
I still am iffy about it sometimes because, life, but it is what it is sometimes.
yeah, yeah, you just got to play it where it lies sometimes.
Yeah.
Um, with the start, how long did it take for you to actually, even with the switch over to VTubing, how long did it take for you to get comfortable with having an avatar?
I say it was pretty easy
Mhm.
for me to switch over.
Yeah.
I didn't have like the high pitched voice back then. I was more of the Dommy Mommy, no, I'm kidding, the deep girl voice.
Oh, that's more than 120 swing there. That's like around the world twice.
But I feel like this voice really fits my current model. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Well, you also say that you want to do singing and
Yes.
you already done voice acting?
I have been in a couple of voice acting stuff, not paid, but like on people's streams.
Hmm.
I have done Danganronpa Happy Trigger, which is the first Danganronpa.
Whoa.
Um, so I have voiced most all of the girls' characters sometimes. So I
Hmm.
was the backup of the other girl that was part of it.
Wow.
And then I was myself voicing Ioi or AOI,
Yeah.
Celeste Londonberg, and what was her name? Genocide Jill.
Oh,
Yes.
oh
And
my.
then currently I'm doing the Doki Doki Literature Club as Natsuki.
Yeah.
And yes, I do pitch my voice a little bit down for her.
Yeah.
More of a Simpson.
So what drove you to wanting to do voice acting?
um, I always like making silly voices,
Mm.
mostly like from Pokemon, so I can do a pretty decent Pikachu voice, and so that kind of like be like, oh, people does that for a living, kind of thing. So I thought I might give it a go.
Yeah, that's the thing when you realize that people actually you know get paid to do this.
Yeah.
And that's what I thought about radio first when I first got into it. But maybe in the 1980s you actually did get paid a little bit to do it, but in the
Yeah.
2010s not so much. The standard of living goes up, but the pay stays the same for all that period of
Yeah.
time. Um, so what have you been sending out? Uh, resumes and stuff, trying to get to some paid gigs.
Not yet, but I am planning to.
Mm, get
I'm a little bit shy and I want to work on or make a voice reel first.
Yeah, yeah. I love how it's still called a voice reel when there's no tape involved.
Yeah.
Because that's what we used to have to do. All of our stuff, all you kids get to use all the digital stuff. Um, we were using reel to reel audio tape and cassette tapes,
Oh
and
my gosh, yes,
eh,
cassette tapes. Oh
oh
my
my
gosh,
gosh,
that brings back. I
yeah.
may sound young, but
Eh,
I grew up in like the millennial ages, so
ah,
like I had a bunch of like cassette tapes, VH tapes,
yep,
the
yep,
old chunky TVs.
yep, yep. We had, I still have somewhere two large satchels full of cassette tapes.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and my wife doesn't let me see them. I don't think I have anything to play them on, for one thing. I used to go.
I think I still have a radio that can.
No, there's some, but I don't have any in the house, and the car is all CD, and so I can't really
Yeah.
take advantage of it. But when I would go to, I lived in a college town, university
Ooh.
town, so there were record stores that had like used cassettes and things.
Oh my god.
So,
I never experienced those,
um,
but that kind of reminds me of blockbusters in a way.
oh yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. It was so much fun to go through and especially because it's a university that has a lot of foreign students, so people
Ooh.
would be bringing in their cassettes from other countries and turning them in and exchanging them, and I'd be like, yeah, $3 for the new Cure album, yes. Snag.
Now CDs are not $3. They're more than that.
Yes. Oh, yeah, to even getting them at a garage sale would cost you more than that.
Yeah.
But I had just a everything. I would go to the department stores, and they used to have a bin set up of all of these random music cassettes, and so many of them were bootlegs.
Of
And
course.
and we're talking like Kmart and Target and them. These aren't small weren't small at the time stores, and I would get like the entire all of these out of print albums on a $3 budget cassette.
Yeah.
It was great living at that time. That's
I
amazing.
remember, well, I didn't do it, but my cousins bootlegged a lot of movies. So,
Oh yeah, oh yeah. I don't know if they have them now. I don't because I hardly go to the stores anymore. But
they barely do, but it's mostly like C dramas. So like
oh
Chinese movies
oh
mostly.
well, I mean I can see that. But you used to be able to get everything on the
Yeah.
we.
I feel I feel like that is kind of dying, like slowly fading
Oh, it's too bad.
throughout the generation, sadly.
Well, when you can download it and just have it at home
Yeah.
and not have it physically in front of you. But there was something that was really neat about going to a store and seeing all these terrible low budget films on on $1 DVDs.
Yeah.
I've got $2 left. I'll buy a couple of them and see. And they were terrible. And I bought a bunch of Hercules films, which I thought would be hilarious, and they were funny, but they were also terrible. Like, so it was a lot of fun back then. But you
Mhm.
know, for you in getting started with the having the avatar,
Mhm.
what was different for you in streaming between having the camera on you and having the
Mhm.
camera on the avatar? What was the big difference for you?
The big difference is, well, I could, I guess, kind of like hide my face or wear whatever I want
Mm-hmm.
during without the camera with just my model
Mm-hmm.
versus back then I had to make sure like I'm all beautified with makeup, make sure I look good, kind of vibes.
Well, at least it's possible for you. It wouldn't be possible for me at all. Just like you can't possibly put enough makeup on that to make it. That's why I was in radio to start with. The old thing of having a face for radio. That was me. It still is to this day. But the not having to worry about that, and I hear some people saying that it also gives them a little bit more ability to be comfortable acting like themselves.
Yes,
Um,
yes, I did feel more confident in myself.
yeah.
Switching over from being in real life streamer and then a VTuber.
Mm.
Like I was able to bounce around more.
able to just get that little bit of extra silly out while you're doing it.
Yes, yes,
Yeah, I see. People say they get they are able to be more themselves than they are in real life.
yes, yes, for sure,
Yeah, no holding
for
back.
sure.
No holding back. Uh,
No holding back for sure.
yeah, well, sometimes that gets people in trouble a little bit, but that's life in general, isn't it? When you get into that sort of thing. Um, did it did the audience come with you when you switched over, or was it a complete start over?
Some did not,
Mm,
but most did, and most were. Luckily, my community is very. Um, how should I say this? Willing to follow my journey.
mm,
Yes.
okay,
So most of them did follow me from um, becoming a face cam to a VTuber. Mhm.
cool. That's good. Because you didn't have
Yes.
to start all over from scratch, and end up winning the same people over again. That would be a little rough to do. Uh,
Yeah, very rough.
did
I have seen that a lot.
Yeah. Well, when you did it too, did it change how you acted online at all?
I'd say I'm much bubblier and hyper,
Mm.
I would say.
Well, there's nothing there.
And I guess you can put the little gremlin mode on too. Yeah.
I think we're just for extra, a little gremlin in there too. Uh,
Yes.
well, something too that I don't think I've talked about enough is that you can, if you have a little bit of an acting, background,
Yes.
and you can, um, with your voice and with your personality and how you're doing it, you can throw some stuff up there that you wouldn't be able to do with a poker face showing it.
Oh, yes.
You can try to accentuate some things that if you're not the most expressive in your facial movements.
Yes.
No, really, I'm very excited about this. And
Trust me, I used to have a face reveal stream that usually goes into their DMs,
mm,
whoever redeems it with the pricey price,
mm,
you know.
right.
But in real life, I have a wrestling bitch face. Now, I don't know if I can swear on YouTube, so
Oh no,
if
that's
you have
fine.
to bleep that out, I'm
No, no,
sorry.
no, no. I'm not just 18 plus. I'm 18 plus 18 plus 18 plus 6. So they're not catching me anytime soon. Go ahead.
Yeah, so I have naturally a wrestling bitch face, but luckily my model does not really show that part.
Well,
Like, especially when I'm locked in back in the old days with the tongue out. Yeah, that was me sometimes. But y'all can't see that.
so so you're taking full advantage of this
Yes, yes.
with the going into the new model and having everybody come over with you. Um, how what has it been? What is the difference between trying to grow an audience with the model as opposed to growing it without the model? Has there been much difference for you?
I feel like without the model, people, I don't know. I look scarier without the model. With my resting bitch face
Oh.
and when I don't smile.
Mm. Well, I mean,
But with the model, I feel like I'm able to kind of like a bit of puppeteering and a bit more bubblier. And I love my Art Mama and Rick Mama that made my hair and like some physics. I don't have booba. I do not have booba. My old model did. My old model did, but
yes.
I have no booba.
Don't have to rely on that. You're relying on personality and what you're doing online. The
Yeah.
with you mentioned all of this, but I can't I can hear you smiling when you talk.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
so if you're actually serious about that, I think that it is an advantage for you because you can really
Yes.
you have a very good voice that will absolutely show the emotions you want to play into it,
Yes. Yes.
and not a lot of people have that. Is that something that you worked on, or is it something that came pretty natural for you?
I would say it's a mixture of both.
Mm,
Yeah.
yeah. Did you do radio plays and you know?
I was in a school elementary play before.
Yeah.
I also did some dance. I
Mm,
did ballet. I did hip hop for a bit for like 1 year.
mm-hmm.
And then that's really it much.
Well, I mean, that's a lot more than most people do.
Yeah.
Uh, so,
So I guess that kind of like helped me on like facials and how to express myself
yeah,
um through either like actions or like voice
yeah,
myself.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. The folks who've gone through the ballet, I always ask if the um, structure of that, and I think
Mhm.
I know the answer because we already talked about the schedule already.
Yes.
Did that structure that you learned stick and help you out later, or did you pursue things despite having that in your background?
I kind of enjoyed it. Now this is when I was a bit younger,
Mm,
so it didn't really affect me too much.
mm,
But I did enjoy it.
mm,
I did enjoy it. And I feel like with having a schedule with that and having kind of strict parents
mm.
helped me out with like VTubing and scheduling stuff.
Yeah, yeah, because it's very disciplined
Yes.
in many
Yes,
different ways, and
very.
and it isn't for everybody.
It isn't.
Yeah, it's very tough for anybody at any age to do, not just
Yes.
super young folk, sort of thing. Was the hip hop different in its structure?
I feel like it's not. It really depends on the teacher and the class,
Right.
for sure. I feel like the hip hop was more of the hands movement
Mm-hmm.
than compared to ballet. It's more like everything, like your posture, the footwork, and of course sometimes the hand movements
Mm-hmm.
as well play all together. But for hip hop, it depends on the song and the instructor how they want you to do certain moves. Like I'm gonna use K-pop for example.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of their dance choreography sometimes doesn't match, but the dance teacher itself or whoever's behind it will be like, no, you gotta do this, and it's
Mm.
only this way,
Yeah. Yeah. Well, it's all subjective to whatever
Yeah,
eyes. Any art is that way, whether
yeah,
it's dance art or art, drawing or anything like that. Even
yes,
cooking is
yeah,
is based on that sort of
for
thing.
sure.
And that I think is a problem with some folks who want to learn is that when they get an instructor who is very narrow in their
Hmm.
definitions, um, anything they bring to the table is just taken out, and
Yeah.
and you get kind of shoehorned
Yeah.
into something, and it doesn't become enjoyable at all. But um,
Yeah.
so you've gone through both of those,
Yes.
and my hat is off to you because I could not do that in public in the slightest bit. Dancing
It
and I
was
do not get around.
it's really hard to get if you have stage fright.
Mm.
Oh my gosh, it's like you gotta prep yourself. Like you gotta be like, okay, I'm gonna look at one person or sometimes your family's there, look at them.
Yeah.
It may look weird, but looking at someone that you know will make it everything is okay for the moment.
I know. To me, if I saw somebody I knew, it'd be even worse. Oh no, they saw me.
Oh no.
No, I did never get out on the dance floor when I was until I got married, and I was like,
Hmm.
I don't have to impress anybody anymore. I don't care what they think. I'm not gonna care what they think. I'm going to do it anyway. Just go out there and stomp around a little bit. Um, I didn't injure anybody when I was out there, so that was good. Yeah,
Yay.
including myself. I was pretty happy with that. So with your start now, and you've been doing this for a little while now, right?
Yes,
Yeah,
5 years
yeah. Wow,
actually.
that makes you the veteran, a veteran at this. Um,
Yes.
do you have any goals coming up that you haven't hit yet?
Ooh. I want to say yes.
Mm,
I want to do more covers,
hmm.
song covers. I definitely want to dip my toe more into like the voice acting stuff as well.
Yeah.
So maybe like more voice acting stuff either from collabing with people or like maybe dip my toes for some like paid stuff.
Hmm.
People have say I sound like Paimon, so maybe I might be the next Paimon.
Oh yeah, that's open, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you better.
Like I kid you not, and this is before like this is my 3D model.
Mhm.
A lot of people say I sound like Paimon.
And wait, hey, get that reel in as quick as possible.
Yeah.
Get-
And I gain a lot of like followers. I was like, I'm not the real one, but if you want to believe that.
get a lot of people say yes, and then they also want to
Yeah.
smack you out of the sky.
People, a lot of people made me do the meme when he goes, you're not real.
Schmeck.
Or they call me emergency food, which is what Paimon usually is. And then I'm like, Paimon's not emergency food. Paimon probably tastes like fairy dust.
Emergency food. Yes.
No!
I
No!
know. I don't know if I've come across a character like that people both enjoy hating at the same time.
Yes. Navi. Navi from Link, I
Oh,
would say, would be the first one.
so you could have a whole career doing those voices if you wanted
Yeah.
to.
Hey, if I have like, the chance to be Paimon, oh boy. One, I will be very grateful, even though with the past, what happened, of
Yeah.
course,
Yeah.
but I feel like that will be a definitely big step for me.
Oh yeah. Oh, it would be. I mean, there's been prior. That's not a word. Prior. Don't worry. It's the old showing again. Um,
Boomer, and I'm kidding.
yeah. Before. Oh yeah. Yeah. We're right up there. Um, I've had some guests on before who have sent in to blind auditions. Didn't even know
Ooh.
that they were doing, and ended up getting some pretty decent parts. One person ended up getting the lead role in the English version of a very popular Japanese anime.
Ooh,
Um,
that's really cool.
yeah, which I was like, man, that's really cool. I wish I could do that. But the only thing I've acted on is really like doing a 60-second radio commercial for whatever the special was at the grocery store.
I remember though.
Oh yeah, yeah. There was something else. Get some bacon now for $6.95 a pound.
I always like be like, is it done yet?
Yeah. Oh, what was the fun part was you'd get a commercial that was 30 seconds and they'd give you 50 seconds of copy
Ooh.
and you can't edit anything out.
Oh.
So you go as fast as
So
you possibly can.
so if you fumble, it's just there.
Oh, well, I mean, you had to just start over and do it again because they paid for the commercial. You got to do it right. You know, so it's
Ah,
boom, boom, boom. And if you get it, if in now with the um, digital, you can kind of squish it a little bit, you know.
right.
If you get
Right.
close, make it 30.9 seconds or something like that.
Oh
But
God.
it can really play on you after a while, and I can't do this.
Mhm.
Or if you get if some ding dong salesperson writes up a copy that that has a tongue twister in the middle of it.
Oh God. I am not great with tongue twisters.
And they're talking like this, you know. Uh, one of the first commercials I did for the second radio station I worked for had quarts of Pennzoil oil, and it took me so long to get that right.
Yeah, I'm not gonna try that.
Yeah, I mean, it took that long. I kept going over and over that line, and Pennzoil oil. My tongue lost its grip. And eventually, I think I cheated and edited it in.
Ooh, Eric cheated. Ooh.
You bet, you bet. Old age and treachery wins every time. you, I'm taking those shortcuts now. But maybe if I was, half my age, I'd still take the shortcuts if I was half my age. I'm not fooling
Some
anybody.
people would. Some people would.
I know I would.
I would give it a go, but it will really depends on the
Oh,
tongue twister.
oh, or you get, a salesperson who absolutely has no idea how to write ad copy, and that's just,
Oh,
oh, the grammar is bad, and the pauses are wrong, and or they plagiarize something, and you just, uh, some person actually wrote a copy. Are you are you familiar with the group the Eagles, the rock group?
no.
They have a song that starts off, I'm driving down the road trying to loosen my load. It's called
Why
"Take It
does
Easy."
that, why does that sound familiar?
Yeah, it was
Oh,
a very popular song. This person who had no previous copywriting experience gave me a 30-second commercial that says I was just driving down the road trying to loosen my load, and like, what does that mean? This is for a grocery store.
I mean, you are taking the grocery load, but
Yeah, I mean,
it could be something
yeah.
else. I'm
Uh,
just
she
saying.
she didn't last very long. They finally decided it wasn't for her when she wrote a copy for a homemade brewery that people could buy,
Ooh.
and she wrote the copy. Says, "Take it to the high school basketball games."
Oh no.
Like, no, don't do that.
That's so bad.
Yeah,
No. No,
and,
no, no.
and yeah, she didn't last too long, thankfully. Nice lady. Needs to do something else.
Oh God. I can see all the high schooler faces be like, oh.
I bet the high schoolers would be like, "Oh yeah, bring him," but and and
Boys will be boys.
and what the heck, the school I grew up at, half the parents would be there too, but uh, probably some of the teachers, but I don't know. Um, But I'm running away with this with the voice acting things. What would be your ultimate voice acting part that you'd want to do in what in a video game or what?
I say maybe a video game, so I would play it. So
Hmm.
kind of like Lily Pichu herself, where
Mm,
she voice acts and plays the games.
right.
That will be really cool. But
Yeah.
if it's for like an anime show, I don't mind too, because I am a heckin' weeb.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, yeah, everybody likes a little anime now and again.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
So
what?
that will be really cool, yeah.
So which types of anime do you enjoy the most?
That is a hard question.
The answer is
I
yes.
will I will watch anything,
Yeah.
and I will give everything and anything a go. That's
Mm,
my niche, I would say.
mm,
Even for like anime or games, that's why I have like the variety title. Like I will try every game. If I don't like it, it's like I don't have to touch it again. If I
mm.
do like it, well, you're gonna see more of it.
Yeah. Yeah. But you don't stick around with games that you don't enjoy, do you?
No, no,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah. Because
Like they're in the back burner, usually
yeah.
uninstalled in the background.
What would you be willing to name one that did not make the cut?
um, what was it called?
Mm.
Dead by Daylight 2.
Oh, really?
Yes,
Mm.
because I did not know that I actually had motion sickness.
Oh, yeah.
So I played this. I think I was streaming this,
Yeah.
and because of the movement and it's a shooting game, but
Yeah.
I'm usually okay with the shooting games. But because of the graphics
Mm,
and how you're moving in the shooter game, I felt off put. Like,
mm,
I wear glasses. My model does not, but
yeah.
I wear glasses.
Yeah.
So it was kind of like messing with my eyesight. And I was like, why do I feel like I'm going to throw up or something? So I told my two friends that I was playing with, I think I'm gonna have to stop here. And I ate something, and then I took a nap. And then I just went, ugh, what happened? like I was drunk or something. I was just like, huh?
What did I do last night? Why did my head
Yeah,
feel like this?
exactly.
What about virtual reality? Are you able to do that?
I have done virtual reality for just a little bit
Yeah.
with an ex-best friend.
Yeah.
This is before I was like a VTuber though.
Yeah.
Um, it was alright, but I would say if I do it for long periods of time, like maybe 2 or 3 hours, really depends on what game I'm playing.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm going to have motion sickness as well.
Ooh.
So it needs to be like on and off.
Yeah.
Kind of like little breaks here and there.
You can go 5 seconds at a time.
I feel like maybe a minute,
Yeah.
maybe.
Ooh. That's a
It
tough.
really depends.
That would be a really tough stream unless that was like somebody paid like extra for that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Make me ill on stream.
That will be a big channel point.
Yeah, and I make fun of, yeah, of you VTuber folks about those because you put stuff on your channel points that's too easily reachable. If it's that bad, make it impossible, not improbable.
I have one that's kind of unreachable, which
Yeah,
has to do with my drawing.
yeah,
So you have to earn it,
yeah,
kind of phase. Like, yeah.
yeah. I mean,
And then my face resume, which I no longer have, um, because of that one topic.
mhm,
But I did, that was, the max limit that you can put on Twitch, which was 999.
9999999.
Yep, yep, yep.
Right before it rolls over back to one again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A couple people has gotten it.
Yeah.
Has gotten it.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, if you put it even within, the range of, I mean, people will find it and they will try to get
Yes,
there. And
yes.
and once you're there, you're stuck.
Yep.
Yeah. And that's it. Now you got to do it, and then it's open season at that point because
Yep.
like, oh, they actually did it. Let's do some more. You add a couple more zeros to the end of it.
Add.
Yeah. You have to do this 3 times in order for it to happen. Okay. People will do it. People will do it. And so, what is the next big thing for you? Have you got something big planned here recently or soon?
uh, Not really,
Mm.
b- but maybe like more. I want to give the Genshin Impact of Paimon's voice act. I want to be the next Paimon.
That would be so cool. That really would.
That would that would be really cool.
You'd be universally both liked and disliked at the same time. You'd have
Exactly.
you'd have infamy and fame at the same time.
And for those everyone who used to call me Paimon, I'd be like, "Hey, guess what? Hey, listen."
Your dreams
I
came true, folks.
exactly.
So, are you doing a lot of collaborations? Have you been able to do a lot of those?
I used to,
Yeah.
because I used to like stream for long hours.
Mm.
Longest was 14 hours.
Both.
Uh,
Woof. I,
yes.
yeah.
I do long streams, but I try to cut it back now.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, there's long streams, then there's just pain. That sounds like pain. I,
I
I
don't know how my younger self did it.
yeah. Oh, the other last year I did a 16-hour shift at work, and
Oh
and
my.
I said, the boss comes up and said, "Are you okay?" I go, "Well, I found out I'm not 19 or 29 or 39 or 49." That just hurt.
I bet you were very tired.
I was very tired. I mean, I enjoyed the time and a half I got out of it, but oh my gosh, uh, no amount of extra pizza would make that even easier to deal with at the time. I gotta tell you what, Lily, you're just a pleasure to talk with, and such a great personality to
Oh,
have in
thank
this. And
you.
well, it really does play right into your voice, your personality, everything plays into this. Your talents, um,
Thank you.
and I hope that you get to be pioneer sometime soon because that would be just when it happens. Remember the old man so we can do a big interview on it.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, I will. I will. If you will be the first one
Yes.
to get the message.
Yes. I will be. I will have the exclusive. Then go back to my old news days. Well, I have the exclusive story.
That will be amazing.
How a hamster became a pieman. Well, I appreciate everything, folks. Again, Lily went out of their way to make sure we got this interview tonight. And
I made sure I
yeah,
tracked Eric down. Not in the stalker way, but I tracked him down.
the bear trap was a little much, but I got the picture. You know, I'll have to get a new pair of shoes, but that's okay. They were pretty old.
No. My shoes now.
You come back on soon, and we'll talk some more about what's going on with you.
Yes.
Thank you so much for coming on.
No, no, thank you for having me. It was a great opportunity. Thank you so much.
Thank you for listening to Eric Loy Interviews. Join us again next time when we talk to another member of the always interesting VTuber community.